Hi, my name is Sam Headrick, and I'm a solutions engineer at Checkmarx. Today, I'm here to talk to you about generating PR requests from within the CX1 IDE plugin. Now that I've decided to create a prepared statement, I'm going to create a new branch for my changes. And I'll indicate the approximate line that this SQL injection is created on. Now, while that branch is getting created, rather than go through each line of code one by one and make this into a prepared statement, I've created the code necessary in an alternate editor. And once this branch is created, I'll simply paste that code in here so that we can save the time of me doing it manually. Now that this branch has been created, as I can see from looking at the upper left-hand corner of my IDE, I'd like to paste in the code that I mentioned earlier. Rather than author the code line by line, like I said, I'm going to paste the remediated code in all at once. And we can see here that we have a couple imports to make. That's to be expected, including the prepared statement itself. Now, you can see a difference here in the way that this SQL statement has been constructed. Instead of using string concatenation, I'm simply using a question mark to indicate where that variable should come. And by using that and passing that SQL statement into a prepared statement, I'm able to set the 0 index item to user rather than manually setting it using that plus operator in the SQL above. And what that allows me to be ensured of is that this has been validated and sanitized, and that there's no chance for corruption from an outside user. Now, once I've made that change, I want to come over to my commit area, and we can see here that the changes after a moment comes up, and I can choose username check. Let's make a comment, and I'll put the approximate line number. I then can go ahead and commit that change. And now what I want to do is I've committed this change to my own personal branch, but I'd like it to eventually get merged to the master branch. So let's create a pull request so that the user who's in charge of that will be able to look at the changes I've made and understand whether they are remediating the issue or not. So I'll choose create pull request. And I can click the create pull request button. I'll keep the branch name the same. So that's keeping it as my personal branch name will now be promoted to GitHub as the branch itself. And what happens here is by committing to our protected branch, or rather by creating a pull request to a protected branch, a scan will automatically be run. So I can come back over to my dashboard and do a refresh. And what I can see here through this swirly circle icon is that a scan is being run. I can see that the reason the scan is being run is the pull request webhook, and that means a pull request has been created. Let's run a scan to see what has been fixed and if any new issues were introduced as well. Now, rather than let that scan complete, I'm going to come over to an identical pull request decoration on username check, where we can see the pull request has been decorated with the fixed issue that I fixed using that prepared statement, and know that the user may now have the knowledge to merge it into the protected branch. And that's how you generate a PR request within the CX1 IDE plugin. If you like this, we have a lot more videos on how to work with Checkmarx on our YouTube channel. Check out the link in the description for more.